Berserk, truly one of my favorite manga to date, and for sure the most serious manga that I have read thus far. Berserk has had quite a few adaptations since its conception, with an anime in the 90s, 3 movies, and now 2 seasons of a reboot. And with both seasons of the reboot being controversial throughout the entire community, that begs the question, which season is better? Hello everyone, this is the RPG Monger, and with Berserk 2017 being released on Friday, with not only 1, but 2 episodes, boy do I have a lot to discuss. So before I address Berserk 2017, let's talk about Berserk 2016, and I'm going to say right now, these are my opinions. If they don't align with yours, then that's fine. That's how opinions work. Though anyways, for those of you who have stuck around for a while, I already made a video on Berserk 2016 with some points that, after thinking some things over, I think I'd like to revise. Now, Berserk 2016 overall is hated to the core. Like, holy shit, people hate on it like the goddamn plague. And on most circumstances, I kind of agree with them. So let me list what made and broke this adaptation for me, and most likely for many others. Now, the most basic of criticisms this anime gets are its unsettling CG that for many scenes can really just be off-putting. But this is where I differ from others, as, in my opinion, towards the end of Berserk 2016, I feel the quality overall got better, and I'm not gonna lie, the CG kind of made the fights better and more intense for me. Like, some of the models looked genuinely good, and it was refreshing to see some of the fights from the manga be animated in a new light. Though where the CG does not bother me as much, what really got on my nerves is them trying to cram a huge arc into a 12-episode anime. Like, it just will not work no matter how you slice it, and just to add insult to injury, they added some anime-only material that had really no business being there. Though one thing that was absolutely fantastic as always with Berserk anime are the incredible OSTs, not to mention the opening for 2016 was actually amazing. Though what is done is done. Now let us talk about Berserk 2017 with my praises and grievances for it. So, I don't know about you guys, but I feel that 2017 definitely upped the quality of the CG and models, which I was pretty glad they did, not to mention the new opening was fantastic. But it also gave me a pretty good idea at what they're planning to cram into Berserk 2017, which most likely will be the same length as its predecessor. Needless to say, it shot up quite a few red flags for me. The fight with Zod was pretty good, honestly. I don't really have much to say there, but man am I glad that they did away with all the nauseating camera angles that were in Berserk 2016. Oh, and to see Griffith and to hear him voiced for the first time in ages was truly quite a thing to behold. Oh, and a little thing that surprised me. As in the first episode they kept to the manga, thankfully, they actually mentioned Elfheim, and that just begs the question, how far do they plan to take these reboots? Clearly they seem to not be stopping at season 2, I mean hell, if they mention Elfheim, they plan to be going all the way. Though now I'm going to go into episode 2, which really pissed me off in its latter half, and I'll get to that. For the first half of the episode, like in the manga, they went over Farnus' demented backstory, and pretty well at that, they didn't fuck anything up. But then they decided, oh, maybe it's a good idea to squeeze in the really major plot point of Guts having to resist the Beast of Darkness and eventually giving in slightly, leading to Casca hating him all the way to the current chapters. Yeah, it's a totally good idea to screw those scenes up, right? Like, seriously, of all the scenes to screw up, you had to ruin that of all things. I swear, it felt like they just rushed over it. Why did they have to choose that to be the thing they rushed over? Oh my god, I can rant on that for days. So yeah, yet another symptom of trying to bite off more than you can chew and cramming way too much into a shorter anime. Though enough on that. The ED was good, as it was last time, and thankfully it still has the amazing soundtrack. So far, Berserk 2017 has higher quality and a pretty good potential, but it also has the potential to completely utterly destroy the plot that was already set out for it. Though now I want to leave it up to you guys. Which season do you think is better in terms of everything? Berserk 2016 or Berserk 2017? I'd really like to see what the community thinks, honestly. You can vote in the iCard in the top right corner. Though honestly, seeing how passionate people can be when hating on these adaptations, this video will probably be dislike bombed, as my last Berserk video was. Though anyways, my final thoughts on Berserk 2017 is that it has potential, serious potential, but it also has the potential to completely ruin everything. Though for now, I'd suggest you all put your glasses on and take a nice cold glass of Clang because this should be an interesting watch. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, do subscribe, and today's cool thing of the day is Yume Nikki, a pretty old RPG Maker game that I'm honestly surprised not too many people know about today. For all you youngins who have no idea what I'm talking about, do go check it out. It's to this day one of the most surreal games I've ever played. Though that being said, I'm the RPG Monger, and don't forget that each and every one of you are fantastic.